Hi there, it's Saturday the 13th of September 2014 and this is Andy Rowe for trendfollow.co.uk, and I'm just going to run through the markets this week and give you my own personal opinion of things, starting with the Nikkei. So this is the Japanese index, which has done quite well this week. It's rising up, hasn't quite hit the high of January, but it's doing well nevertheless, so up it goes. So moving on to Germany, so this is the DAX, which last week had risen up very strongly through its average for the year, but this week fell back a bit. So quite what happens next, who knows? So it's basically going sideways, as is the French market. So this is the CAC 40. Again, pretty much these stock markets mirror each other. The FTSE 100 fell back this week, and you can see the market hasn't really progressed beyond the highs that it's made earlier this year. It just seems to have crept up against a ceiling of resistance here. So whether it'll ultimately break through that or not, who knows? FTSE 350 very much mirroring the 100, dropping back a little bit this week. The Nasdaq, the American tech stocks, fell back slightly this week, but overall I think it looks like it's a bull market there. Dow Jones average DJI has fallen back this week, didn't break through the high made in August, but so again maybe the market's topping out a little bit there, hard to say. Ditto S&P 500 made a high the previous week, but this last week has fallen back a little bit. Now bonds, interestingly, have fallen back quite a lot. Badump. So there we go. This is PIMCO bond ETF, which has fallen down quite a lot. Property fell back a little bit this year, this week, using the TR Property Investment Trust as a kind of barometer of how property is doing. It made a high back in June and fell away quite a bit, rose up but didn't quite make the same high, interestingly, and has fallen back down again. So whether this is the first of a series of lower highs, I don't know. Anyone that's a trend follower wouldn't go with a trade at this stage, but if you're trying to predict the top of the property market, who knows? Maybe this is a kind of close to the top, or maybe the top was back in June. Hard to say. FTSE 250. Now look at this. This looks like it's dropping. We've got a series of lower highs and we've got a series of lower lows. This week it is coming back from a lower high and falling down, closed below the average for the year. So my thoughts are this is probably quite a good time to short the FTSE 250, but it's hard to say. You could argue all sorts of things. You could say it's going sideways, hasn't changed much since the end of last year, and you can argue it always. But some people would say better to wait till it drops below the low of 5 weeks ago. But you could say, well, put in a sell order here and have a tight stop up above this high and see what happens. So all sorts of different ways of looking at it, but interestingly it closed below the average for the year and we do have a series of lower highs in place. So my feeling is that it's looking bearish. The Vanguard bond market ETF fell down like the PIMCO one did, so strong move downwards. And crude oil. So this is Brent crude. This is the ETF. CRUD crud this week fell down quite a lot. Now I have been thinking that this has been trading in a range, and this little line here to me suggests a line of resistance, which the ETF fell through actually this week, but came back up again to finish above that line of resistance. And I have a trade that relies on the price of crude going up, and I shall be interested to see how it goes, because interestingly that in fact I've got two trades that rely on the price of crude going up. If this fall persists, then those trades are going to do badly. But if this really is resistance, or sorry, rather, if this really is support and things move up from here, then of course those trades will do very well indeed. So it's going to be very interesting to see how things go over the next week or so. Gold has fallen down this week, so yeah, it hasn't gone down below this low down here, but it has gone down below the low of May or June it was, I think. And so interestingly, so gold seems to be dropping away. Which way would it go? I think I said last week that I thought it was going to go up. So this just shows how wrong I can be. As anybody can. So it's gone down this week. That's all you can say. What will happen next week? Who knows? We shall see. So that's a summary of the markets. So the European ones have fallen back a bit. UK in particularly the FTSE 250. American markets still look like they're in a bull phase, but who knows? They might be topping out. Bonds have done badly, crude and gold have both fallen. Maybe they're sort of bottoming out. Hard to say, but that's my view of the markets this week. So you guys take care and have a good week, and I'll catch up with you next week.